15 kids you wouldn't believe actually exist. It's hard to think out of the ordinary these days. This phenomenon does exist when one comes across someone who is actually pretty different from others. This article is exactly about some kids that you haven't dreamt of seeing or believing of their existence before. Let's take a look at some of them. Tessa Evans, the girl who has no nose. Belonging to Ireland, Tessa Evans is a 2-year-old who has literally no nose. She doesn't have a nose, but she can cough, sneeze, and definitely catch a cold. Born with arrhythmia, Tessa has no smell power, neither does she have any sinuses. Arrhythmia is a very rare disease, having only 47 reported cases in the whole wide world. Now she has just undergone a pioneering operation to have a mold inserted into her face to stretch her skin and slowly build the missing facial feature. According to the Great Ormond Street Hospital, Tessa's case is extremely unusual. However, the new technology combined with the long-standing principle of tissue expansion will help other children with arrhythmia, as the previous options were poor and involved complex surgeries with high risk and less reward. Jonathan Petir, the butterfly boy. Jonathan, a 14-year-old boy, has been suffering from epidermolysis bullosa, which is a rare disease that causes skin to blister in response to minor stimuli such as scratching, heat, or anything else. Although the disease is forcibly very dangerous, still Jonathan is supremely determined to pursue his dream career in professional sports. The butterfly child, Jonathan, says his condition makes his body extremely delicate, rendering him unable to participate in athletics. "We are called butterfly children because a butterfly's wing is as fragile as our skin," he says in the emotional clip. Jonathan explains while his disease makes it impossible for him to pursue his dream of becoming a pro athlete, his passion for the game will never cease. "I may not have the physical ability to become a professional athlete, but I've got a voice, and it's powerful. With my voice, I can be a scout, a coach, a sportscaster. My opinions are limitless," he told the 16,000 students who came together for the National We Day in April, a celebration of young people changing the world, the Ottawa Citizen reports. Lu Hao, the 4-year-old fattest kid. According to Lu Hao's parents, they are unable to understand how their kid got that fat. He is about 5 times heavier than the children of his age. The reason Lu's parents are worried about him is that he was only born at the weight of 5.7 pounds. Lu has gained about 10 kilograms in the last year, even while exercising, walking, and any other activity that his parents have introduced him to his routine. Lu walks with his parents and even works a sweat while playing with the basketball. Moreover, Lu's parents are not only worried about their child's weight, but also the behavior that other classmates have in kindergarten towards him. However, it's a surprise that the other kids have started taking interest and fascination with him. Doctors from different hospitals have given a variety of options regarding his obesity. His father, Yu Chang, said, "We took him to 3 hospitals and one said he has a tumor in the head, while the other 2 said he didn't have a tumor. Doctors said his hormones are at a normal level." The giant mole kid. A mole does not qualify as something interesting. No, it doesn't. What does a black small dot-shaped mark have to do with anything fascinating? But if that dot-shaped mark increases sizably and covers the whole area on the back, then it does become problematic. Didier Montalavo, a boy from Colombia suffering from the giant mole disease. Medically, it is known as CMN, congenital melanocytic nevus. This extraordinary case has also interested many of the doctors. Being just 6 years old, people started calling the little one Turtle Boy, with his back resembling that of a turtle. The mole in essence has become a huge danger for Didier. It sucks up quite a lot of the energy and nourishment. Moreover, belonging to a family in a poor background had introduced a lot of troubles for Didier. Luckily, once projected on the local television, he got a lot of attention from the general community, who started raising funds for him. With those funds, and after immediately studying his case, doctors from a top hospital in Bogota agreed to surgically treat him. Despite the dangerous and life-threatening surgery, Didier Montalavo made it through and is now living a normal, mole-free life. Fu Wengjoy, the giraffe neck. The special thing about Fu is that the extra long neck is due to the presence of extra 3 vertebrae in his neck. An average person has 7, while Fu has 10. It has been causing major problems to Fu. These problems would include pain while walking. At least at the age of 6, he was diagnosed with congenital scoliosis. Congenital scoliosis is a spinal deformity caused by vertebrae that are not properly formed. It occurs in very early development, in the first 6 weeks of embryonic formation. Fu is now due to have surgery to reduce the size of his neck. Fu said, "I just hope I can have a normal neck." Richard Sandrak, Little Hercules. Known as Little Hercules, Richard has built a six-pack without even turning 10. He has many thrilling facts popular about himself. He could bench press 95 kilograms and do 600 push-ups by the time he was 8. Although 23 years old now and lifting no more weights, Sandrak has many past records to his name. He also has a documentary named after him, The World's Strongest Boy. Winter Vanecki, the marathon runner. Ever thought of running the marathon in your teens? Probably not. Winter has run a marathon in all 7 continents of the world and she is only 14 years old. These places include US, Kenya, Antarctica, Mongolia, Peru, Brazil, and Greece. Moreover, she plans to take a part of the Olympics over in the years of triathlon events. She has been training alongside her mother since the age of 5. She has also created a Team Winter to raise funds for people fighting prostate cancer, the disease from which killed her father. Deepak Kumar Pasan, the 8-limbed boy. Deepak was born with the limbs of an incomplete and undeveloped parasitic twin attached to his chest. Deepak suffered years of stigma, with some people seeing him as a god, and other people fearing him as a reincarnation of the devil. Although Deepak's family might be poor, he finally received a successful operation to remove the parasitic body from his. Giuliano and Claudio Stroh. Stroh brothers belonging to Romania are a huge example of powerful muscles and a fit body in a very young age. Led by their father from the age of 2 years, the Stroh brothers have been weight training. The elder one, Giuliano, has already broken many records including 20 90-degree push-ups and holding onto a pole for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Pan Zhang Hang, Fish Boy. Pan is suffering from a rare disease that has led to his body covered in scales. Ichthyosis is an incurable disease that is irritable too. The scales cause extreme pain, discomfort, and itchiness. They have been present on his body since the time of his birth. Ichthyosis is almost present in 60,000 births every year in the form of one another. Gabby Williams, although being 10 years old, still has a baby-like appearance. Moreover, she also has the needs of a newborn. This is a complicated situation in itself. Sadly, her parents have been to many doctors, but they have failed to provide a reasonable explanation for her condition. She's been dubbed the real-life Benjamin Button because of the film starring Brad Pitt. Kristina Pemenova, the teenage supermodel. Kristina was born on 27th of December 2005 in Moscow. She is a Russian supermodel that has been dubbed the most beautiful girl in the world. She started her modeling career in 2009 at the age of 3. By age 9, Kristina had already scored major modeling contracts with such brands as Armani, Roberto Cavalli, D2, Replay, Benetton, and many others. She also has a Facebook page with over 3 million likes and an Instagram account with over 1 million followers. Andy Lee. Andy is a 9-year-old piano sensation. 9-year-old Andy started playing piano when he was just 3 years old. Now he is considered to be a piano prodigy. Andy is extremely into piano and he can easily play the pieces of Mozart by heart. Shiloh Pepin, the Mermaid Girl. Cyanomelia, alternatively known as mermaid syndrome, is a rare congenital deformity in which the legs are fused together, giving them the appearance of a mermaid's tail. This condition is nearly as rare as conjoined twins. Shiloh J. Pepin was born in the United States with her lower extremities fused, no bladder, no uterus, no rectum, and only 6 inches of a large colon, no vagina, and with only 1/4 of a kidney and 1 ovary. Her parents initially anticipated she could only expect a few months of life. After that, she was on dialysis. A kidney transplant at the age of 2 lasted a number of years, and in 2007, a kidney transplant was successful. She attended school, however, she remained ill a lot. Sadly, Shiloh died on October 23, 2009. George Ashman. Ashman, who was 5, was born with a bright red blemish on his forehead, and his mother Karen, 33, feared that he would only endure a lifetime of bullying. George was born in 2006 with a birthmark made up of bright, soft lumps of abnormal blood vessels. When he was 4, he underwent a surgical procedure to stretch the normal skin on his forehead so the birthmark could be removed and covered by the new unblemished tissue. Doctors inserted 2 tissue expanders under the skin, which gradually inflated so they look like 2 perfect devil's horns. And that's been it for 15 kids you wouldn't believe actually exist. My name is GamesDoneRight, I've been your narrator, and make sure to check out a couple more of Spacebound's recommended videos, and have a great day.